welcome back to
normal
SuperMarvelSpider-Man. Today
Lamborghini
we're back with another video.
Revuelto. And on the
So,
right hand side, as you can
we're
already
looking
see, we
at
have a second
the
Lamborghini
evolution
here, in
of
this case the
Lamborghini,
Aventador
the
SVJ.
evolution of
This one
V12
being the
Lamborghinis.
2019
Of the
model. And
day,
today I will be comparing both cars. We'll be talking about the
we're actually
price,
going
we'll
to
be
be
talking
looking
about
at
the
the
options and the car in general, but we will be also
Aventador
listening
and
to
the
the sound of
Revuelto
both
today.
cars, and I will let you
We're
decide
going
which
to be
one
looking
sounds
at
better. So let's
the
get on. Let
Aventador's
me tell you more about the
successor
cars that we have here
and
right in front of us. On the left hand side, the all new
the older
2024
Aventador.
Lamborghini Aventador successor, the Revuelto.
So
The
anyways,
Revuelto comes with
so
the naturally
let's
aspirated
go.
6.5
Before that, we're
liter
going to
V12, but
all the
this
way to the
being the
new one.
first ever
We'll only do
V12
the
plug-in
V12
hybrid.
mid-engine
That's the main
supercars
difference
from
when you compare it
Lamborghini
with the Aventador. This
to the
one
new
comes
one.
with three
So the
electric
new one has
motors, two
been
also
a
sitting on
beautiful
front, and the third one
supercar
on the transmission to
in the
boost the
past
engine. But with
car to
the
be
Aventador
hybrid
SVJ, we are
supercar.
just talking about the 6.5 liter
It was
V12. It's a naturally
designed by
aspirated one,
Lamborghini
so it's
engineers
actually
against the wish
almost the
of
same
the
engine
original
setup. This
Lamborghini.
one is highly
It was
modified, but
features
the Aventador that we
like
have here
building
is
his
the SVJ. Why am I comparing the
Grand
Revuelto
Tours,
with the SVJ?
Grand
Because
Turismo,
honestly
he loved
speaking,
building those.
power-wise,
But
price-wise, there's nothing to compare with
but
the Revuelto. So at this point, I have to
he
mention
decided to just
both
have a go at
cars
just building a
are
Miura.
completely
Miura
different models.
somehow
So
a
the
race car.
character
It
of
looked like
the
one, but the
Aventador is
bull
a
was a
complete
racing
different
car.
one. Here we are
But
talking
it
about
was
the single clutch transmission with the
I
all
know
new
it showed
Revuelto. We
cool
were
in the
talking
front, but
about the dual clutch. So the drive's completely
yeah,
different. Yet again, you can drive this one in full
yeah.
electric, but this one, when you start it
Anyways,
up,
okay.
all you hear
Alright,
is
so
the
the Miura
V12
was
rumble.
very
Talking
beautiful.
about
It
the
was a
price,
very
the base
beautiful,
price for the Revuelto
very
back in the days
beautiful
was
supercar.
round about
The Miura was
500,000-ish,
initially
and the
gonna be
Revuelto, we
a
are also
limited
talking about
30.
500
But
something.
however, for
I've heard
reaching
450 in
decided to
between
choose
450,
reduce the
500, and if you
submission
spec it
price
higher,
to
you
a
will be
higher
ending up at
amount.
550 or even 600 without persona options, whatever. Both cars are amazing, and at
The
this point
interior
I
was
have to
simple
mention,
and
I'm not
specific
making this
for
video
the
to be
60s,
bashing
and
or
the way the
comparing or saying
seating
which one is
position
better. I
is
just
very
really want
suitable.
to show you the
I don't know why I
evolution,
said reduce
show
it,
you
because
the changes
that's
that
a little
Lamborghini has
higher.
made to make
That's
the Revuelto an even better
the
Aventador, but just
central
character-wise,
center
they are
console
completely different. The Aventador, the SVJ in specific, one of my all-time favorite Aventadors. When you just look at
was
the
too
front, the
wider and
distinctive, the
uncommon at the time.
crazy-looking face, I mean, highly modified
The
as
Miura
an
was
SVJ
around
model
on a
here, but the
3.9
Revuelto, when we
liter
speak about it,
V12
I
that
mean,
was
this is
also
just the
used
base
in the
model, but
previous
looks extremely
V50D
crazy.
400
Sharp
GT.
edges, the design philosophy
But
is
the
out
high
of this
price
world. And when you
Lamborghini
have both
managed
of
to
these
sell
cars
around
standing next to each other, I have to say I
275,000
kind of
units.
like the Aventador more because it looks extremely
After the
aggressive.
Miura,
But yet
we
again,
got
I
the
am a
legendary
huge
Countach
lover
that has
of the
been
Revuelto, the front,
praised for
the
years.
minimalistic
The
design,
Countach
also
was the
the
car
brand
of
philosophy and the
Lamborghini
way
map,
they
which was
position themselves by
super
going this
sports
way, and
cars
just considering the fact
as
that
of
this
the
is
moment,
just
and
a
has
Revuelto.
been
So maybe
praised
there's
for
also going to be a Revuelto SVJ, Revuelto S, Revuelto
for
Performance,
trying
whatever.
different
Let's see
recipes
what
for
Lambo
each
will show us
Lamborghini
in the
include
future. Some things that
different
Lambo
studios
never changes
design
is
when it comes
actually
to
the
supercars.
flying
That
doors.
was
As
the
you can see, we
Countach,
also
which
have them on the
the
Revuelto. Let me
Italians
just close
that
this one.
make them very
As you can
romantic
see
in
here,
the
these
opinions
are the
of
previous door
them
handles.
from
So
the
all you gotta do
entire
is
25
move your
years
hand
of this
through
model, and it was the
and then
longest
open up
production
the door,
supercar
the
ever.
flying door here. With the
Longest
Revuelto,
production.
all you gotta do is just push that button and lift the
Could
door
be
up.
same for
There you go.
these
You have both
22
doors
CD
standing
that
next
say
to each other.
France.
And something very important that I
Marcello
have to
Gandy
mention is
designed
the
this car when
entrance
he
bar
left
of
for
the
Prince
Aventador is so much
years,
more
which
thicker.
is
The
the same
Revuelto,
guy that
there's no
designed
entrance
the
bar. Back in the day, I always used to hit
beautiful
the
Miura.
side here whenever I wanted to enter an
Um,
Aventador. Also with the
it
SVJ
was
is
the
even
Countach
worse here
was
with the
based on the
additional part there.
Lancia
But
Stratos
with the Revuelto, the
Zero.
entry is so
That was
much
the
easier.
prototype.
As you
The
can see, they've actually
cruise
moved that
prototype
bar
was
right
built in
inside the door, which you
1970,
can see here
but
clearly.
it
There you
also
go. You have
came
both
with that
doors next to each other.
wrap.
Aventador entrance board. Let me
It's
also
a
talk
red
about the
shape
inside,
and
the iconic
car.
Aventador interior, guys. This is crazy. I mean, this is not a base model as we have the Revuelto here, but still, the inside is special. As you can see
Countach
here
was
with the
something to be known for,
Aventador
even though the
specific
car was
steering
in the
wheel, with the
70s,
infotainment, the
but
display is so small with
more
all these buttons
refined
all
for
around the
road
start-stop
use.
button. The iconic one, really cool. We have this, the initials, the dashboard, the shape, it's crazy. But when you just look at the Revuelto here,
More
insane.
refined
Just
for the
look
80s.
at that, the latest
So we go
generation
to next
Revuelto
up in the
steering wheel here,
90s, we
flat
go to the
bottom, the
Glab.
shape of the steering wheel in general.
To
Back in
go
the
up
days I
the
wasn't really convinced, but now
Lamborghini
I am in
replaced the
love
final
with that.
It's
as you
King
can also
Plus
see, we still have
920
the iconic
with the
start-stop button right over
star
here. We have less
Lambo.
buttons, but
The
then
red
we have two
undercuts are
more
Lambo.
displays added, so the
One
center
the
display and
American
the
car
passenger
maker
display, and
for
also the
the
main
year
display here. The shift
1987,
panels
they
here,
founded the
still solid
Italian
carbon fiber finish. The
Italian
seats in general,
automaker
these
was
are the base
working on a
seats.
new
At this point
supercar.
I have to mention. With
Mugello
the
then
SVJ, as you can see, the full
redesigned
carbon fiber seats here
the
with
design,
the
the
design
design
all around.
concept, thought everything was
Beautiful,
on the
man.
right
This is
place.
crazy
But
how you guys
Chrysler
like
didn't
it.
really
Please share
like
it in the
it
comment section
and
below. Let me just
decided
open
to
up all
send
the doors and
sketches
show you
to
everything.
design a
So
car
that's
made
how
was
both
told
cars
to be
look
shaped
with
there.
the doors up.
Eventually, Gambino was not very
This is
happy about
piece of
that.
history. I'm honestly speaking, the Aventador is
That
one of the best supercars money could buy, but
but look
Lamborghini
at
has decided to
the
make the
view
Revuelto an
eventually.
even better version of it. So it's even easier to drive, it's even easier to enter, and as you might have noticed, let me just close the door here. The
Look
Revuelto,
at
again,
that.
you can
Just
see
look
it,
at that.
it's
Look
solid.
at the
The
Aventador.
Revuelto is way
Look at the
larger than
Aventador.
the Aventador,
The
giving us so
Diablo
much more
has
space in
about,
the inside.
let's say,
Maybe you can
lot
see
of
it right over
generation,
here.
but in the
The
production,
entry is a bit
it has
difficult,
6th
but also
generation in the
when you have a
production.
coupe model,
We had the first, we had the first,
Times change. The
okay, we
times
got the first,
remains.
Diablo, the one that came out, the
a
1990
coupe model,
model.
the headspace is limited. With the Revuelto, there is
We have
plenty of space.
the
You can just see that by the seat
Diablo
setup here.
VT.
With the Revuelto, it's
I
so
know
much
there's
more
so much
comfortable. The SVJ
more
is like, yeah,
variants
it's
and
pure, it's
generation of it, but
emotional, but yet
in
again, huge
production,
fan of
it's
it.
just
Here we have both keys. So
6th
this is the
generation.
latest generation, the Revuelto key, and here on the
We
right hand side,
have
the Lamborghini Aventador key.
the
That's a
30th
disgrace, in my
anniversary
opinion,
Diablo
using an Audi key. The latest generation Revuelto key is just perfect. Just having a separate key
SE30.
for the Lamborghini in specific. This is something that people really
We
appreciate and
had
was
the
really needed. I honestly
SE30
needed to mention
Jota,
that. Which one do you like more? Honestly, this is the exact same key for
which
both
they
cars.
tried
This
to
is
make
the
it,
Revuelto specific one. And here we go.
Lamborghini
Here we
tried
have
to
both
make
the
it in
rears. On
Formula
the left
1
hand
to
side,
try
the
and beat the
Lamborghini
Scuderia
Revuelto
Ferrari
rear,
at the same
and
game,
on the right hand side, the
but
Aventador
it ended
SVJ
up in a
rear. And
total fail.
at this point, I've also
Well,
chosen
I don't
both
know if
cars
this
because
might be
they
true
have
or
a
not,
lot of
but
similarities, but some things that I really have to
do not
point
believe
out.
me
First
what
of
I
all,
say. Do not
so
believe
we have
what I
two
say,
exhausts sitting on
because
top,
what
the
I'm
SVJ
saying
also
might not
sitting
be
on top,
true.
two mounting
I don't
exhausts.
think
The Revuelto key is on the second
I'm
one,
being
just
true.
sits here, but as you have a closer look, you can see there's two separate ones sitting on each side. It's pretty cool, the
And
sound is
then
pretty
we
nice,
go
we'll
to
be
the
showing you that
2000s after
in a
the
millisecond.
Diablo
The
has
thing
been
is with the
replaced.
Revuelto, at this point yet again,
We
I have
go
to
to
mention it's a
the
base car,
kind of
so
comeback
maybe in the
of
future we will be
Lamborghini's
also getting
comeback,
Revuelto
and
with this
that
kind of
was
rear
no
wing
other
setup
than
with the
the
SVJ. But anyways,
Murcielago,
still talking about
Batman's
the
car.
Revuelto, I have to say, as a base model, this looks absolutely fantastic. Also here you can see
This
how
was
they have
introduced
improved
after.
the rear
This was
design with
introduced
both
after
cars. For example, back
Volkswagen
in the days they had
bought
this crazy
Lamborghini.
looking rear diffuser,
Lamborghini had
but now they've
nothing to
decided to go all in. So the rear actually looks two-parted, and
This
this
was
is my
something
favorite and
else.
personal highlight when looking at the rear. This point of
Volkswagen
view,
bought
you can
the
see
new
you have the top
chief
and
Lamborghini
the
chief
bottom,
designer,
and you can just have a closer look here on
Donker.
the Aventador. It
Pretty
literally
sure I
looks like
pronounced his
connected,
name right.
like one single
He
part, but
penned
then
that
as you
car with
pay a
angular
closer look, you
shape,
can see the rear diffuser here
to make
also
it
looks
an
like a single
aerodynamic
part, but
shape.
with the
He
Revuelto,
was actually
the
the
rear
same
is
guy that
more extreme.
designed the
You can also get the rear
Audi 2.
diffuser finished in carbon fiber at
I don't know
persona,
why
and
people
I
hate
think in
the
the
Audi
future we
2,
will be
but
also seeing
it's
full
alright.
exposed carbon fiber
It's
rear
alright.
diffusers with the Revuelto, I don't know, S, SVJ, SV, whatever. How do you
It
guys
was the
like it, and
last
which
old
one do
school
you
Lambo
like more?
and
On
the
this side,
first
just
Lambo
sitting,
to
I have to
feature the
mention the wheelbase of both cars. You
design
can
of
see
the
we have them sitting both next to each other, but you can
12.
here see that the SVJ is shorter in
Since
its
the
wheelbase.
70s of the
They've
King's
given
Rush,
way more
Lamborghini has
space
been
in
more
the
daring,
interior. The SVJ,
airy,
as I
and
mentioned, not as comfortable
sometimes
sitting inside than
gets
the
back
Revuelto.
to
So the
its
Revuelto,
rival
they made it
Ferrari.
so much better as
Comes
for
back
daily
down to
usage.
many
Also
things.
here on the side you can
When
see the
Ferrari
additional work
offers
that Lamborghini
things in that
has
year,
added. And then
Lamborghini
here
offers it
these
back.
intakes, people really didn't like it. You see these
The
kind of things, you had
Murcielago.
a lot of rocks
Huh.
inside. Lamborghini, yeah,
Answer to the
they had
Enzo.
to
Maybe
clear
not
this
the actual
issue, and
Enzo.
then
Maybe
they had
Centenario
these
to the
intakes here
Enzo
on the side. You can
Vespa.
see the cooling, everything inside fully exposed. You will
Let's
still
say
find some
many
small
people
little
say
rocks inside.
Lamborghini
But
lost
anyways,
the
also with the
Italian
Revuelto,
spirit
we
and
have a new
has
wheel
German
design. As you can see,
connection.
the Y spokes, 1, 2,
But
3,
let's
4,
say
5 spoke, Y
it
shape.
still has
On the right
Italian
hand side, you
spirit
can see
to
we
it,
have a 7 spoke
but no
Y
longer
shape
has
wheels
German
in
help
full
no
black
more.
finish. This
They're
is
doing it,
actually
it's
the
independent now.
past, and this is the future. You can see
And then
these
we
are
go
even
to
bigger
2010s,
size,
in Tony
and
level.
the Aventador is a
It's
bit
the
smaller.
mighty
We have
Jihad
21
with
inches here, and I think here, no,
the
but somehow a bit bigger than the
Revuelto,
because we have
the
less spokes on the left Also here with the
Lamborghini
center
unleashed its
box, we
creative
don't have that
power
with the
and
Revuelto. You can
introduced
see
the
also here on the
Aventador in
front we can barely
2011,
see that.
sending
Carbon
the
ceramic brakes on both cars, you
decade-old
can see it's
Murcielago
almost
to
the
the
same. Okay,
world
but
with
now
a
it's actually
timing.
time to be listening to the sound. We
It
will be
was a
starting
new
off with the
chapter from the
Aventador
books
SVJ
of the
first. I have to say the
Lamborghini
sound is
creations,
amazing.
written
3,
for the
2, 1,
first time.
let's start it up.
We're gonna
Go.
get started. Oh, that sounds good.
Crazy sound. The Lamborghini Aventador SVJ is one of my all-time favorites Lamborghini models. The sound is pure and crazy. What do you think of it?
Aventador,
Rate
the
it from 1 to 10
Aventador,
in the comment
it's
section
my
below.
child. The
So now
Aventador
it's
is
time to
something.
start off
What we're
with
gonna do
the
with that?
Revuelto. As I mentioned,
Revuelto.
we still have the 6.5 liter naturally aspirated
Then we're
V12,
gonna
but the
do,
sound is not as loud as with the SVJ. I mean,
but
this is
come
the
on,
purest form of the V12 at
come on,
Lamborghini. Due to
we're gonna do it.
regulations and
3,
changes, yes, it is less
2,
louder than
1.
the Aventador, but the sound is still
Come
nice.
on.
3 to 1, let's start it up. So as you have seen, when you start up the car, you can't instantly rev it because the engine needs a running
Alright,
time
so it
to
was
get
the new
warm.
chapter of
And
the
after a couple
from
of
the
minutes,
books of
the
Lamborghini
engine will be ready,
creations.
and then you can start to rev it.
In
3 to 1, let's go.
1966, the first V12 mid-engine vehicle that defined all the supercars that followed and
Crazy. What do you
introduced the
think? Which
standard
one
of all
was louder?
high-performance
I mean, obviously the SVJ, but the
followed
Revuelto, as
either
I mentioned,
policeman,
is
Ferrari,
still a base model,
McLaren,
and I think
Spiker,
the next
Koenigsegg,
models coming with on base of the
so
Revuelto will be
Ferrari
extremely loud.
off top
I hope you enjoyed
Benetton,
today's video. Choose your favorite one.
the
I think Lamborghini has done an
McLaren
amazing job improving all the
M4-C,
negative things about
you
the
did the
Aventador and
Spiker
made the
C8,
Revuelto one of the best
the
V12
Koenigsegg
super
Agera,
hypercars in my opinion. Hope you enjoyed today's
and
video.
just to
Thank you
name a
very much
few.
for Wilhelm
Well,
for
the only
bringing up his
exception
car over
was
here.
the
Already
Porsche
looking forward to see you
911,
all
but
again.
it
And
said
wish you an
when the
amazing day. I
GT1
will be
had
back.
the engine placed between the rear, the engine plate, and the axle and the cockpit. After the Mira Countach, the Murcielago raised the bar for everyone, and then in 2011, the case of Lamborghini's factory syndicated Bolognese came the Aventador. The stout fighter jet has been inspired the world, which made the Aventador somehow a fighter jet. Since the